All right, so she turned her side hustle into a profitable business and then started another business to help people do the same. So Dhanyel Johnson calls her side hustle strategist. You can call her that. And she's here with us to share some tips on her trade as a side hustle strategist. And the first time ever I ever hear a title like that in my life.
Me make it up.
And then Natalia and her having a moment because they're past St. Andrew girls, you know?
Yes, St. Andrew.
Yes, St. Andrew.
Yes,
And it's not burgundy either.
It's not one now?
It's
Duvernay.
Duvernay.
I am done. Dhanyel, like you got up one day and said, boy, you know, said the job alone now do it. We need something else on top of it, right?
Yeah, and then as I always try to tell my mentees, sometimes you go through struggles and frustrations, not just with work, but in life. And those are what you can use to start your hustle.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, tell us a little bit about the genesis of your furniture business. How did this start?
Boy, I can't call the name, but my partner and I had just bought a house and found out we were pregnant right away. And you know, you want to get stuff for the baby, you want nursery, you want stuff like that. And as a young couple, you know, we save up little pennies, and so we decided to source locally made furniture. We made a deposit, couple $100,000 well. Furniture got ready in a 3 weeks time. 3 weeks turned into 3 months. Our daughter just turned 3. Our daughter just turned 3 last month, and we've yet to receive those furniture.
Well, Dhanyel, look like me and you did have the same carpenter cars.
Why am I believing now?
No!
We, as I said, we used that struggle and that frustration to say, listen, I ended up even having baby premature because I was so frustrated and so stressed out over the situation. And I said, you know what? I cannot allow anybody else to experience this. So what can we do to make the industry different? And that's how it blossomed into a business.
So is a furniture business a side hustle?
It is a side hustle,
So
and then
what
I
do you do?
created a side hustle for the side hustle.
Okay, so what were you doing before you created the second side hustle? What were you doing before that time?
So I did and still do work a full-time 9 to 5.
Okay. Gotcha. In what industry?
Government.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the side hustle right now is the furniture business, and then
is.
you added which other side hustle to that one?
So I added the 9 to 5 entrepreneur because
Gotcha.
I did realize now that, like myself, others wanted to start businesses, but there's not a lot of information on how to properly start, how to properly set up, and how to properly schedule that business with your job.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean, Dhanyel, what were some of the changes that you made to facilitate this growth? Because I'm sure you had to do some shifts in your life. You have a partner, you have a baby, you know, you're taking care of a house. You shift up some things.
So what is one of the main thing I did and what I wish I had done sooner is ask for help. There are others out there that might not have made it, but you can learn from some of the mistakes that they have made. And those are the things that I use to kind of just balance the thing a little bit better. So you started a business, what you did that didn't work, I'm gonna say, all right, look how I can shift up this a little bit and make it work for myself.
Definitely.
Yeah, so you have some tips, Dan, about how viewers out there can do the very same thing. You have number one here, research your market. Let's talk about that.
Yes, you cannot know enough about your market. And I always try to tell people that the more you learn, the more you earn. So you can't know too much. And the moment you feel like you're learning too much, you just need to learn a little bit more.
Definitely, definitely. Next up, track your competitors' mistakes and learn from them.
So as I just said, you're not always going to, when you ask people, so give me some advice on how to do this, more than likely people are going to tell you the good. And sometimes the good don't prepare you for what the industry doesn't teach you, which is the bad. And there are tons of bad. So see what your competitors did. That's what I did. The person I ordered furniture from, I saw what he was lacking, and I ensured that, listen, my business is going to exceed what he's suffering from.
Yeah, and it can cost you too
Yes.
if you don't learn quickly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The other one you have here is invest in your knowledge before you invest in the products. Basically what you were saying a while ago. Yeah.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of people what you do now, you buy the stuff and you feel like, say, oh, once I take a picture or do the video and put it on Instagram, it must sell because everybody wear clothes, everybody wear shoes. But everybody's also selling clothes and everybody's also selling shoes. So why should I buy from you? And it's just that you go to school to get education, to get a job. It's the same thing. Invest in your knowledge of business, of social media, of how to market before you invest in products.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, learn from someone who has done it already.
Yes, yeah. So definitely ask for advice. Not everybody's going to give you advice because some people feel like you're going to come outgrow them. And that's okay. That's a part of competition. But take the little you can from whoever you get it from and ask around, ask a heap of people, network. Don't be afraid to go out there and reach out to people because you might give me a little piece, you might give me a little piece, and I can put both of your pieces together and create a whole.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And you say act and speak as if it's already a big business.
Manifestation. I'm telling you, scripting, writing things down. Or the business that we have now and even the other business that I created, I birthed those businesses on paper before they even happened.
Yeah.
You have to write it down. And even when people say, oh, the little business, I go, you mean my company?
Yeah.
You mean
Get it
my
right.
big business?
Yeah.
Like, and until it became that. So speak as if it's, act as how you want it to be.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Okay, so if persons wanted to contact you, for any of these businesses that you are in now, how can they do so?
So we are super easy to find. Our furniture company is Boardroom Furnishing on Instagram. And my mentorship is the 9 to 5 Entrepreneur.
Okay.
So they're super easy to find and they're on social media. And once you find our social media or Google, you'll find our emails, you'll find phone numbers, you'll find everything.
But Dhanyel, for the Boardroom Furnishing, can I get anything if I want just a bedroom set?
So it's fully custom made.
What do I want?
You
Anything
send us your images and we go over specs, we go over details. It's a detailed onboarding process because it's fully made, it's custom made to how you want it. And we go through pricing, and once we give you an idea of the financial direction you're heading into, then we go ahead and we send you an invoice, and then with that invoice, you're detailed on the process from there.
I like what you said a while ago, the financial direction you're heading into.
Yes,
AKA, it sounds a little, it sounds premium still, it sounds a little premium.
Yes.
But you pay for what you want.
Yes, definitely. And I feel like, no offense to anyone, but I feel like that's why sometimes we get a lot of complaints, not discrediting anybody's experience, but sometimes you're like, oh, I'm paying the money and 10 years later we still not get it. So I say I'm not discrediting your experience, but you essentially pay for what you want.
Exactly.
If it is that you feel like a little shaky about the interaction, then that is a red flag.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Congratulations, lady.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good work.
Thank you. Side hustle strategist Dhanyel Johnson. We go to the break with our second video pick.